I'm never going to fucking win. Because, yeah, apparently the process for just writing a floppy for the Sharp is actually different enough than the PC98 that I'm having to go through hell to get it to work. Alright, I guess I'm setting up my fucking Optiplex after the stream. Don't get a choice in that matter. My hand is raising, and all I'm doing is turning my head. That's all I'm doing. I'm turning my head, and my hand is raising up. I can solve that fucking problem. Come on, Gerald. Drifted to the right. I'm not intentionally doing that. That's just happening when I press the D-pad. Tutorial counter still going. That's fine. I can get it in a second. I just gotta hit the skip split button, which is a bit hard for me to do while I'm doing this currently. All right. I can't wait to play Gurgle for the 3rd time today. Let's go, yeah. You know what's gonna be like really ironic is I have to put a floppy drive. I have to put the application that I need to use to get the floppy drive to work correctly on a floppy to get it to do this stuff. It's gonna be so infuriating if so. I better get a monitor set up for that at some point. I think I have a Samsung Sync Master that I can use. But then if I have to like test the floppy, I have to go all the way downstairs just to put the disc in. Also, I've had to do a very unorthodox way of grounding the Sharp because I don't have a screw to like actually screw it into for grounding. I've had to use one of my shelvings as a ground. Because it's metal, right? It's a metal ground. It's nothing like super important that would get fried by having, you know, a ground wire on it. And you know what the worst part about having to test stuff today is? That 8801 that I have, the MA, I can't do anything with it. All I can do is just make sure to see if it boots into BASIC, but I can't actually test anything with it because the keyboard is with the other 8801 that I haven't been able to ship yet because of money. I was waiting for it to get paid today to do that, and now I'm gonna have to wait an additional, what, like, 5 to 10 business days before I can actually test the 8801. I have a lot of things I actually have to deal with today. I have to, 1, pay rent. 2, I have to also buy my train ticket, which I'm just gonna buy basic, like, coach and business. And then on top of that, I have to, yeah, pay for the shipping for the items that haven't been shipped yet. Well, most of them. No, I do have to hit that one. It's gonna be a fun day today. So yeah, just again, as a reminder, the little fundraising thing at the bottom is to help recoup the cost of what I'm about to have to do after the stream. Mostly for the ticket. If I didn't have to pay for the ticket today, then this would mostly be just having to do the shipping. And I can't just, like, hold off on the shipping because I only get free storage for the things for up to a month. And yeah, that's cool. I'm still trying to, like, understand the irony of I got the 8801 FH, the keyboard and the monitor for a good deal, and then the shipping is double the price. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. Heft comes at a cost, yeah. Classic shipping is more expensive than the product. Yeah. Hold on, I'll have to, like, look up the price for both of them together. Like, all three of the items together. I'll have to look up the price in a second. I just don't have Buy open at the moment. Also, hello, EOD Techs. Hope you're doing well on this Thursday. We're talking about various computer things. Earlier, I was talking about the fact that I can't get the... I have to, like, get a master disk and an implement... Oh, I can't say implementation. Human 68K is, like, public domain, so I need to get it, like, onto a floppy to, like, boot into the damn thing for the Sharp XC68000. And trying to get a floppy disk image burnt of... like, written of that is a Herculean effort at the moment. I originally thought, oh, I could just use Linux and write the floppy disk image, except, fun fact, apparently, when you have, what's the word? When you have a USB floppy drive, it is set up differently than a, whoop. It is set up differently than a... What's the word? It's set up differently than an internal floppy drive. So if I wanted to use something like FD format, which that's... Okay, let's get into that hell. They got rid of that in util Linux. So I had to go download an earlier version of util Linux and then copy it from the sbin folder in the Debian package over to my current Debian VM. And even then, again, since USB floppy disk drives are set up differently than internal ones, it just treats it like a regular, like, flash drive. So I am forced to probably set up Debian properly on a VM. Or not even on a VM, on an actual machine. I'm gonna have to get another hard drive to plug into it if I'm gonna have to do that. Also, thank you, Irons, for the Ko-Fi donation. I wasn't able to see how much it was at the moment, but that it doesn't really matter how much it is, but I do thank you for the donation. Ooh. I am at the right spot. Okay, cool. But yeah, I can't wait to head set up a Linux install today. Very cool, very nice, very cool and nice. Just to be able to format one floppy correctly and write one disk image, I have to go through Herculean effort. Spindizzy, advanced, beginners. All right, here we go. As a reminder, you can do that skip on basically every version of this game. Mapping a USB drive as a mounted drive would be easy. You would think that, but it also, when I tried doing that in the Debian VM, it treats it as a read-only device. So I'm in the fun position of I'm going to have to, actually set up a physical machine. Probably my Pentium 4 with like an early version of like Ubuntu or Debian. Something that's appropriate for a Pentium 4 hyperthread. Because I don't have any newer devices that have floppy disk like ports on them, so that would be... Well, I don't know. I have an Optiplex. I need to see if there's a floppy drive header on it. If there's a floppy drive header on it, I'm gonna rip it out. I'm gonna rip the drive that's in the Optiplex right now, like the Pentium 4 one, and I'm just gonna put it in that one and see if I can just get like Ubuntu 20 or like 1804 or like 2004 to like... I think 2004 is still supported at the moment. But like try to get the floppy working with that. I just need a version of Ubuntu or whatnot that still has FD format, because apparently, FD format was just removed from upstream util Linux. I don't know if, and also I don't want to go through the hell of setting up Slackware. I've tried that before. Slackware is a little bit too far outside my, like, skill level to try to do. I think Slackware is neat, though. It is cool that it's, like, one of the oldest distros out there. I respect it. I definitely respect Slackware as a distro. It's just, that's too much for me to try to go at. Yeah, I have fearful respect. That's the best way to put it, is fearful respect. Also, after work today, if I'm not, like, absolutely bone tired, I'm going to be, oh, come on. I'm gonna be working on another recording of Rot for GDQ submissions. Do I need a zip drive? I have a zip drive. I just gotta find it somewhere in my house. I also have the one in the Mac as well. I don't know if I can use that one specifically on a Windows or like Linux box. I also have a bunch of Zip 100 discs that I picked up recently. I think zip drives and like the high capacity floppy images or like floppy disks and whatnot, I think those are really cool. It's a shame that those weren't really... The ubiquity and just the convenience and the increasing storage formats of USB really made those go the way of the dodo. Because I do think they are very neat. I got a very unlucky setup here. Yeah, very unlucky. Bop, 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 bop. This might be a Buxton Cat. 14. Buxton Cat 14. 15. And gold. We love to see Buxton Cat gold. All right, come on. A little bit too early or too late. Come on. Too late. It's 5 seconds every time I don't get that. There we go. I wasn't going to be able to get out of that without crashing, unfortunately. You know, I bet I know what's coming in the mail today. It's going to be that 980186. Now, apparently, that card, and I didn't really realize it at the time, because I didn't read the damn listing properly, there is issues with it. It's got low sound. I think either a capacitor or like a chip on it might be having some funny. So I'm gonna have to like actually test that at some point. I'm hoping it's a capacitor. If it's a capacitor, that's an easy fix. Because you just gotta solder on new non-surface mount capacitors, like the, you know, the proper electrolytic capacitors. Little 2 leads you gotta solder in. That's manageable. If it's a surface mount one, I am fucked, because I cannot do surface mount soldering to save my goddamn life. Like, I understand the process, right? It's just I cannot do it right. Last time I tried doing it, I burnt the board that I was trying to work on. Oh, come on. I got that first try during my GDQ submission. Come on. I still do not understand that jump. I don't understand how sometimes you can do that and it just crashes, and then sometimes you do it and it works. Do not get it. Try that again. That's fine. You can definitely tell I'm, like, able to handle, like, moving this thing around. fairly well. Which is saying something with a controller with that, you know, has only 4-way directional, technically. Oh, wow. I might be able to take it to a makerspace. I think there's a few makerspaces in the research triangle. I'd have to, like, look into it. First, I had to confirm what the microflora of the capacitors are, and then actually source them. Because I'd like to present it to them with, like, the proper things already in hand. It would also involve them also having a PC98 on hand to test it with, because the C-Bus is a PC98 specific expansion slot. Driver is not intended for this platform. I just now noticed that. Down the Oli way. Damn it. Crash. What? Can't believe it. Oh, you make it now. You make it now. I see how it is. Son of a bitch. All right. Is that a helicopter going on outside? Or is there like something else going on outside? It's like kind of loud. I can hear it through my headphones. Can you please make this? I've done this before countless times on stream. I think there's a truck or something outside. God damn it. Yeah, it's a truck. Well, we've lost a considerable amount of time on Oily Way now. I don't know if I'm gonna be ahead after this. Probably not. Unless I can get, like, extremely lucky on the next screen. No, we're gonna be behind. Fucking hell. Or maybe if I can cut corners like this. We can be ahead a little. Well, we'll still be ahead a little bit, but not by too much. Okay. Probably lost like about 20 seconds on this. Probably 30. Yeah, about 30. And now the level that's going to give me infinite grief. By the way, everyone, as a reminder, there is a Nintendo Direct after stream. At 10 a.m. This is apparently specifically for Switch 1 games. Next week is the Switch 2 hardware direct as well. I'm mentioning that now because although I'm not going to be obviously doing it on stream because I have a job I have to deal with, I am at least going to post my thoughts on it at some point on the Discord. We were talking about it yesterday. I have a feeling that there might be an announcement about at least an Atlas title. Probably, maybe something about Metroid Prime 4. I feel like it's going to be talking about games that are also going to be... They're going to be release titles for both... Oh, it's going to be release titles for the Switch 2. But also games that are going to be showing up on the Switch 1 as well. So it's going to be like 2 generational games, so to speak. But yeah, Dragonheart, I'm definitely gonna take a look to see if I can find someone in the area that would be willing to do a bit of soldering for those capacitors. Because I definitely want to get that card working, because it's a good FM synth card, and it has joystick ports on it. I mean, mainly I would need it for the joystick ports, but... because the CS2 doesn't have a joystick port on it by default. You would have to use the card to be able to use it. And the 26K is explicitly for the VX. Because a lot of games were still kind of designed for that card in mind. So I wanted to have at least one machine with the mono FM synth card on it. Alright. I think we got some good luck on that, so we shouldn't be, like, too far behind. We maybe have been able to catch up. Yeah. Up, 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 down, down, down. Up, 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 down, down, down. Cut across, got it. All right. So reminder, if I get this run completed, this will be the only full run we'll have for the stream. And then the rest of it's going to be practicing for other things. Because I may potentially go back and do another recording. Because this is the last... like the last couple of days before submissions close for GDQ. So if I need to re-record a run, this weekend is the time I need to do it. But I also don't know if I'm going to be like fully available this weekend or whatnot. I have to look into it. I do need to get my oil changed at some point. And the reason I say that is because I like to go visit my dad and my sister. And my dad usually, as long as I pay for the parts, he will replace the oil in my car. Yeah, I'm gonna have to accept that. And plus, it was my sister's birthday recently, so I would really like to go, you know, spend some time with her at some point. That's the downside about, like, living up here in the RTP while they live, you know, in the eastern part of the state, is you rarely get to find time to actually visit them. But again, I don't know if it's going to be... I don't know why I did that. I don't know if it's going to be this weekend or next weekend or whatnot. I really got to look into it. That's why Saturday is a question mark. I just don't know. I'm taking it as we go. I haven't been driving my car a lot, so to be fair, if I needed to get it changed, I could probably wait a week. To be honest. Yeah, I could probably wait a week. Or two. We'll have to see. Oil is not cheap for my car. Especially the oil filter. And I gotta get the air filter at the same time as well. You know, how car stuff. I would like to get a new car at some point. Well, and by new, I mean like buy a used, like a very reliable used vehicle. I think that would be pretty cool. Actually, I'm gonna go this way instead. Buy a Gerald. I'm gonna get too Spindizzy from doing that. That's the thing. I like drive to my location, I get out and just vomit all over the ground. Can't believe it. I'm so sorry I had to put the image of me vomiting on the ground in your head. I might be able to get both of these. Yeah! Alright, onto Phrygia. As a reminder, Tower City is coming up soon. Place your guesses as to how many attempts on the jump I'm gonna have to do to get it. Do you think I'm gonna get it first try? Do you think it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4? Take your guesses right now. Put them in chat when we get into Tower City. Not before. This should be like a cool prediction thing, but I don't have it set up for it. I saw that bot, like, get like, drop-kicked by Saribot. Oh, come on. There we go. A little bit of a slowdown, but that's fine. Also, look at my sum of best. Please stare at my sum of best. That's a number right there. Sub-hour is definitely possible. Yep. Bongo for hype. I mean, you can bongo for hype. Only a few seconds lost. 5 seconds total. Surprised. Actually surprised. Alright. The thing that floors me is I can't like be on the on like the ramp there and then go onto the platform. I have to go on the platform to get to the other one. It's wild. I'm having to get really good at soft braking for turns. Look at that turn. Such a good turn. First try. Very nice. All right, here we go. Put your number of guesses you think this is going to take. We're doing this jump immediately. 3, 6. You're both wrong. Holy shit. Oh. 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 I'm going to be honest with you. I surprised myself with that. Pessimism is the best optimism. I gotta clip that. That was pretty good. Ah. Especially right now, the game's like chugging. Yep, on it. That's fine. That was like a soft turn. It wasn't me braking at all to make that turn. That's why that happened. There's still a little bit of drift on my, on Gerald. That's the thing you gotta keep in mind when you're playing this, is that when you do, like, the turns that aren't braked, Gerald will still have a little bit of momentum going in one direction. And you have to keep that in mind. That's gonna be a pretty good split. Now we just gotta hope Waterworks and Pyramidia works out, which I have no faith in that. Oh. All right, how many of these do you think I'm gonna get without going into the game that they have? 1, 2, or 3? Quick guesses, because we're almost about to be doing this jump. Got 1. 2, that's a pretty reasonable guess. I'll tell you this, in my submission recording, I got all 3 of them. Dragonheart is correct. It'd be 2. However, I've gotten a bit better at this one. I'll say that. I have gotten at least a bit better at this, to where I can do this relatively quickly when I'm not, like, flying off. Yeah, look at that. Got through that rather quick. Come on. Come on. Get through the thing. That is the worst one to fall down on. Oh, God, hold on. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Oh. pure nightmare scenario. That's what happens when I skip. I picked the wrong level. I have to skip straight to that for the split. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna be doing the normal second half. Are you fucking kidding me? That is 2 first tries this stream, by the way. I just want to make sure that everyone's aware of that. 2 of the hardest jumps I've gotten first try today. Okay. Just gotta wait. I'm gonna try a little bit of a skip here. There we go. Just a little skip. As a reminder, this is a fine quality live stream from Tube Zero Productions. Spindizzy Worlds. The only actual full game attempt I'm doing today. Well, that's actually going to complete at this rate. And then we'll do a little bit of practice afterwards. Okay. Cool. Time for ball race. And then we get to do arrow maze and then... Hold on. I'll put the split back on arrow maze specifically because arrow maze is next. Had I picked arrow maze by accident, Radima would be like very sensible to do. But we're not doing Radima next. Ah, that's a bit unfortunate. That's fine. It happens. That... I shouldn't have done that. I was hoping I could cut across, but apparently still on the ramp a little bit. I'm surprised that didn't crash me. Too early. Nothing is wrong with, like, the capture. This is just the game's frame rate right now. Alright. 5 levels until Spindizzy. Okay. Cool. Come on. Got it. Alright, cool. Wow, can't believe it. Let's try that again. That's fine, because I at least made it to the end of that. Sometimes crashing is perfectly fine. You're never gonna get it always. Because the game is just very temperamental as to when it actually lets you accelerate and when it lets you actually brake. So, like, do not get too worked up over, oh no, I crashed. It's inevitable. Crashing is inevitable in this game. Nothing to beat yourself up over. Because luckily, when you crash, you can easily... Yeah, crashing is part of the playing process of Spindizzy. Nothing to get yourself too worked up over. Alright, cool. I didn't accidentally hit the alien that time. I do need to be careful and not take a lot of damage on this because I still have, like, 3 sections before. I will take damage there. I have to be very selective as to what I take damage from. Cool. That's inevitable. If I can get to the flag at the bottom, then I'll get iframes at least for a little bit. Whoa. I think this speeds this up just a tad. Somehow avoided. Somehow avoided. Cannot avoid the penguins here, unfortunately. I will take 1 hit from them at the least. At least they're adorable penguins. This part's just hell to do. Whoa! I can't believe I was that close to crashing in the ice. Alright, a little bit of a breather. Just a little bit. We know what's ahead. That's right, torture. And Waterworld. And Canal Side. And Spindizzy. Oh boy, Spindizzy. I had to hit the pause, like the break button, like 4 to the end, just to give you an idea as to how, like, early you have to, like, brake. You're not braking on the exact spot. You're braking way ahead. Brake. That's why it's so hard to brake sometimes, is you have to brake way ahead of when you're actually intending on braking. 5.5 minutes. If I don't PB on this, I'm gonna cry. I'm 5.5 minutes ahead. That is sub-hour pace. If I do not PB on this, I'm going to fucking cry. Spindizzy is gonna fucking wreck me. I know it. I know it. I can feel it. Spindizzy is going to fucking wreck my ass. Or this. Nope. I will note in my submission recording, I had a hard time on this part. I didn't drift early. There we go. Very nice. Bit too far, though. All right. You don't see that often. So I want to talk about the X68000 though. So the plan is I'm going to at some point get a, I don't know if it's a SASI or a SCSI drive that I need to have for it. So I'm gonna have to look into this specific model of this X68000 that I have here behind me. And depending on which type of connection I can have, depends on, will determine what actual option I have for it in order to get a proper hard drive in it. Oh God, 6 minutes, 48. If I don't PB in this, I'm going to fucking cry. It's saying I'm at hour 3 pace, which is still fucking wild. Considering everything going on. Come on. Good. Ah, I should have got the other one. I mean, as long as I pick the stuff up, it doesn't really matter. All right, foot on the foot pedal. All right, now into the chug fest. Ooh, ooh, all right. I can't believe it. Thought I could get that. Come on. Jump. Cool. That was really cool. Just... Such a fun way to describe that. That's fine. It's still predicting hour and 3. That's still fascinating. I don't think that time has changed at all for the last couple of levels. We'll have to see how it plays out. I don't think that time's right. With me being 6 ahead, almost 7, and it's saying that. That's a good question. I went in the wrong one. 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 I mean, it's fine as long as I don't, like, activate it. As long as I don't hit the switches, we should be fine. Come on. Swear this game. There we go. Swear this game. Still? Cool. Gotta go in this one, not the other one. Yeah, as long as I don't hit the switches, we should be fine. If I make a mistake and go into the wrong one. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not looking at chat for the rest of the run. Sorry. I need to focus. I really need to focus on this. We're in serious territory now. All I care about is sub-hour. I don't care about, like, Summa Best. Summa Best is going to be basically impossible for me to get right now. I just need to get sub-hour. Or even beat, like, an hour and 2. Hour and 2 is my actual PB. Come on. That's fine. That's still fine. All right, this is the important one. One. Yes. Yes. That's fine. I might be able to PB at least. Sub-hour is out of the table, but I should be able to at least PB. Which I should point out is world record if I get that, regardless. Because I'm the only person that runs this category, specifically, at the moment. I have reserve fuel. I have reserve fuel. That's gonna be a big PB, considerable PB if I can get this under sub hour 1. That's PB. That is PB. Like, firm PB. Firm PB. I'm gonna check what my time at the end of my GDQ submission was, because that was the prior PB. Not the one that you see on YouTube, actually. The GDQ submission was the one. All right, give me a second. The prior PB, which was my GDQ submission, is 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 3 seconds. That is a minute and 16 off of the PB. Minute and 16. I have no frame of reference at all. Sounds pretty nice. Oh, for this game, yeah, considering how it's just hard to steer Gerald in this game. And then just like the frame rate, like being very stop go, like you're going slow, oh, you're going fast, going slow, and just the timing that you have to do with a lot of things. That's a really good PB. Like, the fact that I'm even able to say that I'm within sub-hour range of this run is just, like... wow. Just within sub-hour range.